Marcus, my hands are turning blue.
I know. Like I told you before, it's minus 27. And with the wind chill, it feels like minus 36.
Marcus, if it feels like minus 36, isn't it just minus 36 then and not minus 27?
No. The wind chill factor is the temperature a person feels because of the wind. For example, if a thermometer reads minus 27 degrees Celsius and the wind is blowing at 8 miles per hour, well, like it is tonight, the wind chill causes it to feel like it's minus 36. In other words, your 98-degree body temperature loses heat as though it is minus 36 outside. Did you really want to talk about the weather?
No, not really. I just don't see why my assignment couldn't have been somewhere warmer. I was talking to Samuel earlier this morning. He said it was beautiful in his region.
Well, that's because Samuel was assigned to Phoenix, Arizona, and you were assigned to Winter Pig. 6 months of winter, 3 months of mosquitoes, and 3 months of road construction. Like I told you, not everything is fair here. Now put on those gloves before you get frostbite.
Oh, right, the gloves. Can frost really bite you?
No, frost cannot really bite you. Now, frost, like snow, is the result of deposition of water vapor in saturated air. If solid surfaces come in contact with the saturated air and are chilled below the deposition point, then spicules of ice grow out from the solid surface. The size of the crystal depends on the amount of time and water vapor available.
I see. So these crystals...
So frostbite is a figure of speech used in a cold-related injury characterized by freezing of the skin and the underlying tissues.
Think I'm just going to wear the gloves. It seems a lot less complicated.
Now you're really starting to learn. You know, you're the first member of the Seraphim that I've had the privilege to mentor. Are all Seraphims this analytical?
I'm sorry. It's not my intention to annoy you. It's just that you Guardians have experienced so much of this place. Well, the purpose of my whole existence has been to stand nearest to the heart of God. This reassignment has not come without much ignorance on my part. For example, the lady of the house.
Pamela.
Yes, I've noticed that she's been quite agitated lately. Is that a normal human response for this time of year?
Humans are emotional beings. Some people are happy, some sad. And others are just plain agitated. No one person feels the same all the time.
I just would have thought that at such a holy time of year, everyone would be able to put all their transgressions behind them. Everyone should be full of joy, singing praises, sounding the trumpets.
Hayden, remember, this is not your realm. He created the world to be separate.
It's all so new to me. It's hard to understand.
Yes, Hayden, my friend. That is why he sent you here, to observe and to learn so that we might help them overcome.
Okay. That crust put up a fight. The pies are in the oven. Tree's decorated. What's wrong with that tree? It's not right. Somebody touched this. Oh, oh dear, it's supposed to be blue, silver, not silver, blue. I'll have to come back to that. Tree trimming. Come on, Martha Stewart. You claim to have all the answers to life's questions. Tree trimming. Oh, here we go. Trimming the tree. Excellent. An insider's guide. Oh, wow. Complete with pullout. That doesn't look like that. All right. I'm coming back to you. Okay. What else have we got here? This is interesting. For extra festive facilities, why not float votive candles in the toilet tank? Ew. For Christmas dinner seating arrangements, make sure to adjust the length of each of the chair legs so that all of your guests are seated at the same height. I don't think that's going to work with the folding chairs. Make your own potpourri, make your own soap, make your own cooking spray. Who are these people? I'm never going to get this right.
Wow. It's cold out there. Got the other folding chairs. How you doing, hon? How's the party planning? That good, huh? I have some more bad news.
You would not do that to me. Surely you can see I am on the edge of insanity here.
Right. I have something that might work. Breathe with me. Let's just try it.
You want me to breathe with you?
Yeah, deep breathing here. Let's try it.
All right.
Just go.
Is this supposed to help?
Oh yeah. Get it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it helps when I'm about to receive bad news, like the motor on the van is shot and it's gonna take 2 weeks to get the parts in.
2 weeks? So now I have to call my family and tell them to find their own way here from the airport?
Look, hon, it's just a minor setback. I'm sure your family reunion is gonna be fantastic. You know, I should let you go. You probably have to read your Martha Stewart book, and tree looks good, the blue silver pattern, and but you know, I'll talk to you later. Hey, is that a new dress you're wearing? That's not a right, but that's makeup. That's not wow. You know, I love you so much. I'm gonna just call me for supper. Bye, honey.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Adam.
Are you okay, Mom?
Yeah, I'm fine. How was hockey practice?
It was good. So, what time is everyone getting here tomorrow?
They'll be here by mid-afternoon.
Great. I can't wait to watch Grandpa and Uncle Lewis argue over who's eaten the most Spam in their lifetime. Classic. Are you still planning on putting Uncle Greg and Auntie Terry on the camping cots? Is there such a thing as a 5-star camping cot? Are the silk sheets fitted? And can you even get a duvet for a camping cot?
All right, smarty pants, just get upstairs and clean this up. Good grief. Oh, my goodness.
Adam, perfect. Can you give me a hand here? I can't seem to fit my project board through your bedroom door.
What do you think you're doing? There's no way you're gonna put this in my room.
Oh, stop being such a baby. I need to work on my science fair project over the holiday break, so you're just going to have to deal with it. And if it's any consolation, I am not looking forward to spending one extra minute in that rat's nest you call a bedroom.
Ugh. Nerd.
Just perfect.
Holiday.
Marcus, can anybody see us? I mean, it's broad daylight and we're sitting out in the open for everyone to see.
We can be seen when we require to be seen. Otherwise, we go about our business undetected.
Are you sure? I'm almost certain that the woman from next door,
Mrs. Kovacs?
yeah, that she was staring at us earlier this morning.
No, that's impossible.
Well, I suppose I was mistaken. But I couldn't help but notice that Pamela was quite concerned with the state of her dwelling this morning. She was scrubbing the toilet with such vigor and conviction, I actually think she may have injured her wrist.
Her family arrives today.
Ah, yes. The family reunion, as you called it. Why would she be troubled with the notion of spending time with her family?
Well, she's worried.
Worried? About what?
Well, her sister and her wealth and how it always makes her feel inadequate. Not to mention that it's Terry's birthday, and I think Pamela's totally forgotten about that along with the rest of the family because of Christmas. I mean, then there's her parents and their health, along with her father's uncanny ability to start an argument at any point in time. Does she have enough towels? Is the turkey big enough? Will the Christmas tree dry out before Christmas Day? I mean, I could go on and on and on, but unfortunately, Pamela has lost sight of the true meaning of Christmas. She's decided to focus on the things that are totally out of her control, rather than the blessings that our Father has already given her.
So then it's our duty to change her focus? To save her before she strays too far?
No. It is not our duty, nor is it in our capability to change or save anyone. Only God can. Remember, Aiden, the Father granted mankind free will. It's up to them whether they choose to accept it or not.
Shh! Kids are coming!
Oh, Aiden, I told you, they can't see us.
Oh.
Step away from the fence. Step away from the fence. You are trespassing on private property.
Sorry, Mrs. Kovacs. I just slipped and my books fell into your yard. If I could just...
The fence has been armed with 50,000 volts of electrical current. Any persons proceeding past the fence will be stopped, and I mean the resident, will not be held responsible for any complications arising as a result of your electrocution. You've been duly warned.
Please, Mrs. Kovacs. I really need my book.
Mrs. Kovacs is not here. This is the monitoring company. Yes, that'll do.
Mrs. Kovacs, I know it's you. I can see you peeking through your window.
This has been a recording.
Wow, that Mrs. Kovacs is not a very happy person.
Yeah, not so much.
I mean, why? Audrey just wanted to get her books back. It's not as if she posed any type of threat.
Well, you're right.
Well, then why was she so rude to her?
Well, you see, Aiden, Mrs. Kovacs has lived on this street for 57 years, longer than anyone else has. Her husband passed away after a brief battle with cancer, and, well, she was suddenly left alone. She never had any children, and, well, she was forced to fend for herself. As the years passed by, she became more and more detached. She started believing that everyone's forgotten her. And instead of seeking solace, she's decided to shut herself in. She's closed her home and her heart to everyone.
children throwing books into my yard. Science. Aristotle. Good grief.
Did you see that? She just looked at us. Oh, Aiden, that's a figment of your imagination. She didn't look at you.
Oh. What's with the roads in this city?
Oh, pothole, dear.
Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Ooh, this is way colder than Florida. Sorry about that, son. Here, help me with this luggage. You can take that, too. Okay. Oh. Oh, boy. Apparently when Daddy told Mommy to rent her Mercedes, she mistook him for the smallest, most impractical vehicle ever invented. I gotta take Mommy back to the airport to get the rest of her luggage. Might as well have rented a little red wagon and walked here from the airport. Oh, I hope it starts. You want to get that stuff? Go knock on Auntie Pam's door. I'm sure someone will help you with that. We got to go to the airport. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Don't talk to strangers.
Hey! People with small cars shouldn't drive on the sidewalk. I can't believe it. You lost or something? What's the matter? You live here? Hello? Is anybody home? Where did you come from? How did you get here? Are you a statue? No. You're alive, I guess. You're a salesman. Look at all this stuff. Must be a closing out sale. All right. I'm going to go inside now. Is there anybody that I could get for you? Okay. Well, it's been really nice having this conversation with you.
I told you they lived one street over. Wright Street. I told you they lived on Wright Street.
Preston? Is that you?
Hello, Grandfather.
It's a miracle! He speaks! Hey, Lenny, you know this kid?
Louie, good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is Preston. He's our grandson. He's Terry's stepson. Oh. Yeah. Preston, where are your parents? Did you come here alone?
I thought I heard voices out here. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hi, Uncle Louie. Mom. Hi, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wow, I see Terry packed her usual amount.
She sure did.
Okay, how are we going to get all of this inside?
Let's just form a line and hustle it all in.
Oh, yes,
Let's
Mom's
go.
famous Winnipeg sandbag line.
Here we go.
What's she get for living on Scotia? Here we go. Oh, my.
Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. I'll have a blue Christmas, that's certain. but I'll have a blue, blue Christmas.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm making snow humans.
Snow humans?
Yeah, the outline looks neat in the snow, just like a real human.
Sure.
So, when am I going to get my chance to speak with Pamela? The family's all here, and from my observations thus far, it really doesn't look like she's going to make it.
You'll know when the time is right. As a matter of fact, you may not have that opportunity at all. It's up to him.
Well, I'm ready and willing.
Oh, I know. He knows. I mean, that's why he sent you here.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you, when did Pamela come to know the father?
I remember that like it was yesterday. July 29th, 1986. A woman friend of hers took her to a local church for a woman's retreat.
She's known the father's love for quite some time then. I would love to help her. It would be so easy for me to guide her towards peaceful thoughts and tranquility. But I suppose I'll just have to be patient. Hey, while we wait, I was wondering if you could show me the art of protecting a big red net. I was watching Adam fire the black discs at it the other day. He's quite proficient, but I'm certain I could be equally as competent as the net's protector. You know, I once gathered the hues from 1,000,000 colors they surged forth from the great light. It took me less than a second as measured here on Earth, which is pretty good by seraphim standards. If I could do that, I don't see why I couldn't gather up a few black discs.
First of all, the big red net is called a goal.
Oh.
The protector is called a goalie. And the black discs are called pucks. Now, if you want to learn the game of hockey, I will teach it to you. But I must warn you, I'm quite good. Oh, and just so you know, I once launched a fiery spear that traveled the whole distance of space in less than a blink of an eye. So don't think your gathering of Sergio color story really impresses me. Come on, friend. This is going to be fun.
So, Beetle, looks like you're doing well for yourself.
Yeah, well, we like to think so.
You know, I'm sure you heard that 7-Eleven was bought out by a Chinese company. Sure, they must have offered you stock options given your 20 years of loyal service.
No, missed out on that one. I did, however, get a 20-year pin in the shape of a Slurpee cup, as well as a lifelong subscription to the Hoagie of the Month Club, so I was pretty excited.
Whoa. Don't set your sights too high there, buddy. What do they give you for 30 years? A golden taquito?
Yeah, well, I guess we can't all be investment bankers. Pam told me you had quite the year.
Ah, you know, I don't like to toot my own horn, but since you asked, toot toot. The train to Burkesville's a-rolling, if you know what I mean.
Great. Yeah, I couldn't be happier for you. You know, I'm out of eggnog. I'm going to catch you later. I'll run to the kitchen.
You know what? I think I'll join you.
The bed belongs to me, Audrey. As long as you're staying in my room, you'll be sleeping on the air mattress. I'm warning you. Don't let me catch you napping on my bed.
Oh, give it a rest. I wouldn't be caught dead on your bed. 2-month-old sweat-stained sheets aren't exactly appealing. But seriously, what do you think I should do about my books? I mean, I don't want to bother Mom and Dad, but I really need them back.
Are they still in Mrs. Kovac's front yard?
No. I checked a while ago and they were gone. Sure, she's confiscated them. What a meanie.
I hate to say it, Audrey, but if Mrs. Kovacs has your books, they're as good as gone. You know just about as well as I do that you probably have a better chance of wrestling a piece of spam away from Grandpa and Uncle Lewis than getting anything at all back from Mrs. Kovacs. Guess you'll just have to quit the science fair.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You just don't want me to beat you, because then all your friends will make more fun of you than they already do. Not my fault that I was born with superior intellect, skipped 2 grades, and wound up in my older brother's class. I'll find a way to make it work. I always do.
Whatever. Nerd!
Well, I ate 5 cans of Spam in 2 days.
Come on, Leonard. I seem to remember you never even came close to finishing the loaf that I made for the picnic 2 years ago, and there was only 3 cans of Spam in that. 3 cans!
Baloney.
What do you mean, baloney? You're full of baloney. 5 cans of Spam in 2 days? You couldn't eat 5 cans of Spam in 2 days. Why don't you go play on your computer? Gee whiz!
Hey, Poindexter. You know, you're my kind of kid. Mind your own business. You don't bother anybody. Stick to yourself. What, are you playing a video game? You know, we should team up. I promised your Uncle Gary I'd lay off the booze for a while. On account of the family reunion, and, well, Pamela's not too impressed by it, so I'm really going to need something to keep my mind off things for a while. So what do you say? Okay. Well, you just keep practicing there, and I'm just going to go over here, have a little rest. So why don't you just try to keep the noise down?
Twinkling lights, a chill is in the air, carols everywhere. Close your eyes, it's almost here.
Candles in cards and favorite movie scenes, the smell of evergreens, as special as it's always been.
And I have a dream or two, maybe they will come true.
Setting our homes on a big stove tonight, we'll make up to a world of light, and it's gonna be a Christmas to remember. Light up the fireplace and Nat King Cole, always sentimental.
Time doesn't stand still. Many things can change, but we know some things never will.
Memories we share, the songs we always sing, the mystery of life, the hopefulness this season brings.
And I have a dream or two. Maybe they will come true.
Setting our hopes on a big stone tonight, we'll wake up to a world of light, and it's gonna be a Christmas to remember. Light up the fireplace of Nat King Cole, always sentimental, and don't you know that it's gonna be a Christmas to remember. Setting our hopes on a big stone tonight, we'll wake up to a world of white, and it's gonna be a Christmas to remember. Light up the fireplace of Nat King Cole, always sentimental, and don't you know that it's gonna be a Christmas to remember. A Christmas to remember. A Christmas to remember. A Christmas to remember.
So your father and I are really moving towards the sunless tanning these days. Thanks, sweetheart.
Yeah, you know, you can't be too careful. Those intravenous rays, they're a real killer.
I think you mean ultraviolet, Dad.
What do you mean?
The rays, they're called ultraviolet, not intravenous.
Oh, intravenous, ultraviolet, they're all bad for you.
So your father has been taking a class in computer programming. Do you know he made a whole new screensaver the other day?
Wow.
Yeah, got it to switch over to the flying windows. I don't know if you've seen that one before, but it is really neat. You know, it only took me 3 hours, too. Bet you never thought your pop would be a computer programmer, eh?
Wow.
Dad, are you gonna answer your phone?
Yeah, just as soon as I figure out how. You know, I've had the darn thing for 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure it's busted. Oh, hello? Barney? Is that you? Well, hi there. No, it didn't get disconnected. Darn thing's been busted. I just got it fixed.
Well, I don't know what the two of you had planned for the rest of the day, but I'm going to need to take a trip to the mall. A few last-minute Christmas gifts to pick up. I mean, it's just been one thing after another at the country club, and with me being on the board, it just doesn't leave much time for anything else.
Well, I probably could use a few more stocking stuffers.
I was thinking about getting your dad a new laptop case. Okay, well, I guess I will take you to the mall, drop you off, and come back for Pamela. I kind of messed up with the whole car thing. When they told me it was made by Mercedes, I just assumed it would be a luxury sedan. We got here, it was too late. Everything else had already been rented. Oh, you poor dear. Well, I'm gonna go up and get ready to go then. All right, Mom.
So, you're on the board at the country club now.
Yeah, about 6 months now.
Wow. Has it been that long since we've talked?
Well, I guess so. With Greg's business schedule and Preston being away at military school and me having to pick him up every weekend and party planning galore, and there's been manicures and pedicures, and we're having our guest house renovated. It just, time has just flown by.
Well, I know what you mean. It's been really busy around here too.
Oh, did you end up going back to work?
No. After everything that happened last year, we thought it might be a good idea to stay home and, so I could spend some more time with the kids. But Gary did get a bit of a raise last year, so we're doing okay.
That's nice. I just wish you could have a little more. You deserve it.
Well, let's not go there again, Terry. I'm happy with what I have.
I'm not trying to go anywhere. You remember when we were teenagers, we both dreamed about having the big houses and the fancy cars and the gorgeous diamond rings, and you wanted all of that just as badly as I did.
Well, maybe I did, but it's not me now, Terry. It's not how my life, worked out. I mean, you have all those things, and that's great for you. Just, why do we have to have this conversation every time we see each other?
Pamela!
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Oh, let every heart prepare him a room. Let heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing.
frozen tundra on my holidays.
Here. Hold this a minute. Thanks.
That's quite the beast you have in there, Beetle. What's that, like a 94?
No, actually, it's an 89.
Whoa. I think I have some wine from back in 89. That wasn't a very good year.
Ha ha. That was a good one.
I know, you don't have to tell me. So, what are the plans for Christmas Eve?
Dinner, carols, Christmas Eve service at Pam's church.
All right, church. You know, I find Christmas is the best time to make a hefty donation. I try and write out a few checks back to the local churches in Florida. You know, it makes me feel better. Doesn't hurt at tax time either, if you know what I mean. You know, that church stuff's a bunch of baloney. It's a money grab, nothing more.
I can't say I see it that way. I just wonder if God still knows that I'm alive.
Nobody saw me doing that. That child trying to do? Break down my window? Uh-oh.
can't believe how much a black eye hurts.
Oh, I told you to wear the face mask.
Wear the gloves. Wear the face mask. I'm tired of you telling me to wear things.
Fine. Don't then. But if your hands fall off because of frostbite or you get your eyes poked out, don't come looking for me.
Oh.
You get it, right?
Yeah.
Looking for me?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Look, I've been meaning to ask you, what did Gary mean when he said he wondered if God knew if he was still alive?
Oh. Well, you see, Gary grew up in a Christian home, but over time he's drifted away from God. He's tried to start several businesses on the side while he's working at 7-Eleven, but unfortunately they all failed. Then there was the cancer scare, and, well, with his volatile bank account, it's left him wondering if God knows he's alive.
That's not the case.
I know.
Gary has to know that. Despite the hardships anyone might face, the Father would never leave or abandon any of us.
That's right.
I've never felt this way before because I've been so overwhelmed with the sensation of not knowing since I first stepped foot into this realm. I don't know what he has in store for me, but I do know that he has a perfect plan, and we are all a part of it.
Every person has to make their own choice. I mean, people can be shown the greatness of God's love, but it's up to them whether they choose to accept it or not.
Cute little sweater I picked up.
It is cute, but I don't think I've ever actually seen anyone spend $300 on a sweater before.
Oh, but it was totally worth it.
If you say so. Okay, we're all in park here?
Yes. Oh, my.
Whew.
That was exhausting.
Oh, it's a lot of people all crammed into Polo Park, eh?
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Welcome
Perfect timing.
Can I help you with that?
Yeah, that's great. Can you take these? We'll spent a little more than we thought we would.
Where's your mother?
Oh, Mom.
Oh, you didn't forget your mother.
We forgot Mom.
We forgot Mom. I will call her on her cell phone.
Tell her I'm on my way.
Okay. Sorry, Dad. It was really crowded, though, and, well, she's kind of small.
These cars were not made for fur coats. Okay. Oh, parking brake.
Well, Greg, I couldn't help but notice that your kid hasn't moved in 24 hours. Is that normal?
Oh, yeah, he's fine. He's big into the video games. Got a one-track mind like his dad.
you give me a hand with this?
Hey, Audrey, what are you up to?
Oh, I'm working on my science fair project.
Yeah, and the science fair is until February.
Whatever, procrastinator. There's nothing wrong with being proactive. Besides, I'll be the one having the last laugh when I'm in first prize and $5,000 scholarship money.
Interesting. What's it about?
Well, I plan to use Galileo's inclined plane experiment to demonstrate acceleration.
Really?
Don't ask, really.
So, how do you plan on accomplishing that?
Here we go again.
Thought you'd never ask. Well, using equipment that we might now consider simple or even rudimentary, Galileo revolutionized basic scientific principles posited by Aristotle and held firmly by the scholars of the High Renaissance and Middle Ages. One of his most important experiments was the inclined plane experiment, a simple board with a groove down the middle down which he rolled a small metal ball to examine Aristotelian ideas about motion. This experiment radically changed these ideas by concentrating on acceleration, a stage of motion ignored by Aristotle and most of his followers. So, I plan to recreate this experiment to demonstrate acceleration.
That's, great.
Thank you.
And, you two are related, right?
Very funny. Nerd!
Now, come on. You should appreciate your sister more, because some of us aren't blessed with a sibling to grow up with.
Thanks for the words of wisdom. I'll make sure to remember them, because I gotta go.
You always have to go somewhere.
Come on, Aiden, let's go play some hockey.
I'm ready this time.
Ooh. Looks like Aiden beat us to it.
Yeah, Adam did beat us to it.
Just watch him for a minute.
Ooh. He's got some moves.
I see that. Ooh, what a shot.
Yeah. Probably have to be wearing a cup if he's playing against him.
Hey, what's oh boy, what?
Let's help him out, okay?
Take that. Take that. They're tyrants.
Yeah.
And don't come back.
Nice job.
Yeah.
All right, let's play some hockey.
Yeah, let's.
All right, you ready?
Oh, not quite yet. I'm gonna get this face mask.
Now you're thinking.
Yeah. All right, bring it on, Marcus.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, this is way more fun with pads. All right. Samuel can have his lawn bowling. This is great. Oh,
You're getting real good.
Quiet!
oh, look at that. Did you just see that? Did you just see that?
Did she just yell at us to be quiet?
Yeah, I told you she could see us.
Well, I told you that's impossible.
Well, then why are you whispering?
Oh, forget it. Let's just play hockey.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you two boys know what time it is? It's almost time for my Oprah. I am not going to be putting up with any more of your shenanigans. Where are you two boys anyway? See you two sitting up there on the roof, day in, day out. What are ya? Some kind of hippies? Oh, yeah. You better back up, more of your shenanigans.
Let's get out of here!
Darn beetles. What kind of house are they running anyway? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune's up next.
Gary, are you still awake? Gary, honey, are you awake?
What's wrong?
Shh. I don't want you to wake them up.
Oh.
It's just, I don't think I can take much more of this. They're driving me crazy.
I know, but it's Christmas and they're your family. Pam, we need to pull together now, otherwise what type of example are we going to set for the kids?
I know, but they're nuts. You know that Terry wouldn't have lunch with us today at the restaurant in the mall because the vegetables weren't organically grown? And she made fun of me for over an hour because I used a coupon. I mean, come on, this is Winnipeg. Coupons are a natural part of life.
Well, who knows? Maybe they don't have coupons in Florida.
Come on, sweetie, I'm serious. They're making me crazy.
Yeah, Greg's pretty much on my last nerve, too. The train to Burkesville is rolling. And their kid, Preston, telling you, I haven't seen him eat, drink, speak, or even move. I think he's a robot.
It is kind of weird. Maybe that's what 6 years of military school gets you. Oh, and if I have to listen to my dad and your uncle argue one more time over Spam consumption, so help me.
That's enough. Let's try to get some sleep. I'm sure everything will be better in the morning.
Okay. Psst. Greg. Did you hear that?
Hear what? What?
Would you be quiet? I just heard Pamela and Gary talking about us. Oh, of all the nerve, who does she think she is?
Let me get this straight. You woke me up to tell me to be quiet?
I just overheard Pamela and Gary talking about the both of us, putting us down.
Well, what were they saying?
Well, she made fun of me because I refused to eat those produce aisle greens they were serving at that dreadful restaurant this afternoon. And she was all upset because she said I made fun of her for using a coupon.
What, did you?
She was using a coupon.
Oh, that's very tacky. What were they saying about me?
Gary said something about you being on his last nerve.
Great. I'll see if I can break that one tomorrow. In the meanwhile, I need my beauty sleep camping cot. Oh.
I cannot believe her. And all she ever does is go on about that perfect little family of hers. Ooh, Adam won another hockey trophy. Audrey won another scholarship. Gary's the best husband in the world. Yeah, well, I got a husband. And he makes a lot of money. Well, if it's the perfect Christmas you want, Pamela, it's the perfect Christmas you'll get.
Are you and Greg planning on coming to the Christmas Eve service at church tonight?
Oh, absolutely. We wouldn't dream on missing it, especially since it means so much to you.
Great.
Because everybody knows it's all about you, Pam.
Gee, Terry, I can't help but notice that you seem a little bitter this morning. Upset the coffee wasn't hand-delivered by Juan Valdez?
That's it. I've had it with you. I heard what you said last night. Some sister you are.
Oh, well, you're hardly one to talk. All you and Greg have done since you got here is make fun of us.
We were only stating the you have Slurpee cups on your wall, Pamela. And you know what? Your family, not as perfect as you make them out to be.
Well, at least I have a family. Wait, look, I didn't mean it like that. Terry!
Adam, you can cheer for whoever you like, but if you're a true Winnipegger, you'll cheer for the Winnipeg Jets.
But Uncle Lewis, they're not even in the league anymore.
That's the point! We lost them to that Southern American team! And now we're in a constant state of mourning and unwavering denial.
Okay then. What's the matter with you?
I still haven't heard from Mrs. Kovacs.
And you're surprised by that?
Not really.
Mrs. Kovacs?
Our neighbor.
Oh, Fort Knox.
That's the one.
Good luck.
I left her 2 letters. Just thought if I begged her a little bit, she might sympathize with me and give me my books back.
Wait a second. You gave her 2 letters? How did you manage that?
Tied them to bricks and threw them into her yard.
Very creative, I have to give you that.
Oh well. How much for my scholarship money? We'll just have to babysit the Murphy triplets again this summer. This Christmas stinks.
Well, I better get going. I told my buddy I'd meet him at the rink for noon. Besides, I better get out of here before she starts with the real whining. That's enough to ruin anybody's Christmas.
I'm telling you, Leonard, I don't want to see you fiddling with that cell phone anymore. We came here for a nice family Christmas, not so that you could break some Guinness record for the most electronics destroyed in a 48-hour period.
You know what? I resent that. This is very important.
Leonard, do you even know what you're doing?
I'm trying to turn it on.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute! I got it! Oh, no, I didn't.
Telling you, Beetle, I think you'd be better off with a dog sled team.
Oh yeah, Burke. And why is that?
Because by the time you're finished fixing that van, I think we're going to be well into the next ice age.
You know, that's it. If you say one more thing about my van, my job, my house, my garage, my lack of money, or my overabundance of 7-Eleven paraphernalia, well, you can just pack your bags and hop right back on that train to Burkesville. Toot, toot.
How immature.
That's what Christmas is about. Family infighting, inequality, mind-bending stress. Why, it's enough to make somebody want to have a drink.
Hey, everybody, I won!
babe laying stable stock. Redemption's light pierces through the shadows dark. Lux venit, lux venit, lux venit, susum corda. Lux venit, lux venit, lux venit, arise, shine, for your light has come. Shine, for your light has angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply echo back their joyous strains. Gloria, oh Gloria, in excelsis Deo. 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 Come to Bethlehem and see. Gloria, oh sing Gloria. Him whose birth the angels sing. Gloria, oh sing Gloria. Come adore on bended knee. Christ the Lord, the newborn King. Gloria, oh Gloria, in excelsis Deo. 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 Angels we have heard on high. Gloria, oh sing Gloria. Sweetly singing o'er the plains. Gloria, oh sing Gloria. Jesus, Lord of heaven and earth. With us sing our Savior's birth. Gloria, oh Gloria, in excelsis Deo. 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 Gloria, oh Gloria,
pass the potatoes, please. Thanks.
Ham's great.
Thank you, Louie.
You're welcome.
At least somebody's grateful. Mom, could you ask Pamela if it would be all right if I got a new wine glass? Mine has something crusty on it, and I wouldn't want to offend her.
It's okay, Mom. Terry, can we at least try to be mature here?
Mature? You want to talk about mature? I'm not the one who talks about people behind their back.
Look, I said I was sorry. If you're not willing to accept it, what more can I do?
Come on, guys, it's Christmas. This isn't the time or the place to be doing this.
Oh, really, Beetle? That didn't seem to stop you from dragging my good name through the dirt this afternoon.
Oh, come on, Burke. You know that's not true. You don't have a good name.
Good one, sweetie.
You know what? That's it. Come on, Terry, let's get out of here. You know, I tried to be the bigger person here, Beetle, but it's obvious you've made up your mind. You don't want us here. You're just jealous of our family.
Jealous?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Please, please. Can't we just finish eating? What are you doing? That had better not be your cell phone.
What?
I can't believe you. We're in the middle of a full-fledged family crisis, and you're playing with your stupid cell phone?
I can't get it to stop buzzing.
It's stopped now.
Let me spell something out for you, Leonard. You do not know what you're doing. You never have, and you never will.
I don't have to take this.
Dad.
Let's go, Greg. I already have our bags packed.
Fine with me.
I think I'm gonna go over to Dale's for a bit. I promised him I'd stop by and say Merry Christmas to his parents. Nice dinner, Mom.
I'm gonna go upstairs and read for a bit.
Pam,
No.
Do you want to play Tiger Woods golf with me?
Oh, I'd love to.
This is the most wonderful time of the year. Why does she sit there, broken in tears? Why do my words sound hollow and small? Why can't I bring her no comfort at all?
Why do I try when I'm destined to fail? Is a perfect Christmas worth all this pain? And why do I feel so broken and small? And why can I find no comfort at all?
Where is the love?
Where is the love?
Where is the
Where
joy?
is the joy? Is it wrapped up in bright lights and shiny new toys?
Where is the
Where is the hope?
Where is the
Where is the peace? Where is Christmas?
If I could give her more, would that calm her fears? She knows that I've tried so hard for all these years.
The rich and the poor, the mighty and small. Is there any common ground at all?
Where is the
Where is the love?
Where is the
Where is the joy? Is it wrapped up in bright lights and shiny new toys?
Where is the
Where is the hope?
Where is the
Where is the peace? Where is Christmas? Laughter drowning in tears, all trust broken by fear. It's the same every year. Where is Christmas? Where is Christmas?
Where is the
Where is the love?
Where is the
Where is the joy? Is it wrapped up in bright lights and shiny new toys?
Where is the
Where is the hope?
Where is the
Where is the peace? Where is Christmas?
Where is the
hope?
Where is the
Where is the peace? Where is Christmas?
Hi, Pamela.
Oh, you startled me. Who are you?
I'm, new to the neighborhood. Just out for a peaceful winter stroll.
New to the neighborhood? I haven't seen you. When did you get here?
Recently?
I don't recall seeing any movers recently. I didn't even know that there was a house for sale. And how did you know my name?
Lucky guess.
You know what? You're kind of scaring me, so I'm going to go get my husband. Gary?
What do I do?
What?
Listen, Pamela. I'll tell you exactly the way it is. You see, I'm a guardian angel in training.
You're funny. You're a little weird, but you are funny. And I sure could use a good laugh tonight.
I got you there. You know, my name's Aiden. I just dropped in. That's why you didn't see any movers.
And my name?
Now, like I said, lucky guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have snapped at you. I'm just a little out of sorts tonight.
You look sad. If we talk about it, maybe there's something I can do to help you.
That's really sweet, but I doubt you'd understand.
You'd be surprised.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but you don't even know me, so how can you possibly know what I'm going through?
I know more than you think.
Oh, really? All right, then, Kreskin. Why don't you tell me what you think you know about me?
Well, that you feel lost? You've tried your best to make this the perfect Christmas, but no matter how hard you try, it's just been one catastrophe after another. You're desperately searching for all the answers, but no matter where you search, there's no answers to be found. Maybe it's time you started looking in a different direction.
How are you doing this? Did my husband put you up to this?
Let me ask you a question, Pamela. What does Christmas mean to you?
This is ridiculous.
Oh, please, Pamela, don't go. Just answer my question. What does Christmas mean to you?
I don't know. Christmas trees, presents, Prozac. What do you want me to say?
Why do you go to the Christmas Eve service at your church every year?
Well, because I want to.
Why?
Oh, because I believe it, and it's... Wait. I believe it. I believe in the message of Christmas. The reason for Christmas. Oh, man. How could I have been so blind?
Sometimes the answers we seek can only be found in one place.
Thank you. Can we talk some more? I mean, wait a minute. I've got to talk to my family before they all leave. First of all, I just want to thank all of you for staying, even if it was just because the rental car got stuck.
Stupid toy car.
No, it's good. You see, I really need to apologize to all of you. As some of you know, I've spent about a month obsessing on trying to make this the perfect Christmas for our family. It just... Well, Terry, I have to admit it. I've always been pretty jealous of the Christmas spectaculars that you and Mom always manage to put together each year. I mean, you guys make it look so easy, and well, it's not. I just wanted to prove to you all that I could do it too. I mean, deep down, I knew that this house is way too small to have everybody stay here. And, well, Gary and I will likely have to take out a loan to pay for all the groceries, but I just ignored all of that. I thought if I just, worked harder and slept less and read Martha Stewart Living from cover to cover, I could figure out how to make Christmas perfect. And it was still a disaster. But not just because the tree wasn't perfect or because the house is so small. You see, I was trying so hard to make everything perfect that I forgot what's really important. Like my family and God. Now look, I know most of you don't consider yourselves religious people, but please, just hear me out. You see, Christmas isn't about the tree or the presents or even the fancy dinners. Christmas is really just about one thing. A baby that came to earth to live a perfect life and then die for us so that we might live. I mean, that's what makes Christmas perfect.
Wait a second. What baby? What are you talking about?
He's talking about Jesus.
Oh, sweetie. Come here.
You're not the only one who had their mind in the wrong place this Christmas.
It's okay.
Jesus? I thought he was a character created by the greeting card companies. You're saying he's real?
Are you serious?
Listen, I'll be honest. I've never stepped foot in a church. I've helped finance a lot of them, but never actually been in one.
I was in church once. 1973. It was nice. I had no complaints.
The condo club back home, they have a service every Sunday, and we go now and then. They got one of these real high-tech soundboards, and I've been trying to get them to let me give it a whirl.
It's okay, Dad. Look, that's great, but, it's not just about going to church, though.
What's it about, then?
It's about having a personal relationship.
With whom?
With Jesus.
What?
A personal relationship.
Why?
Well, because God loves us, and he wants to be a part of all of our lives.
So, because God loves us, he sent Jesus?
Now you're getting it.
You see, God loved us so much that he sent his son, Jesus, to make the ultimate sacrifice.
He sold his Microsoft shares.
He gave up his own life.
For me?
Yeah, for you, for me, for all of us.
Why?
To bridge the gap between us and God. You see, every day we do things, we mess up. We separate ourselves from God's glory.
The amazing thing is that despite all these things that we do, he still wanted to have a relationship with us. And the only way that was possible was through Jesus.
But how can we have this relationship?
Well, we believe that God sent his son Jesus to live a perfect life and die for us and be raised again.
We believe.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Look, with everything that happened tonight, we didn't make it to the Christmas Eve service at my church tonight. But I'd really like to read the Christmas story from the Bible. Honey, can you get Mom's Bible? It's in there somewhere. Thanks. Look, I really think that the answers to all of your questions are right in here. The birth of Jesus. Now in those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world, and everyone went to his own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town.
On this holy night, a candle is burning bright. In Bethlehem, peace on earth, goodwill to men. Hope for sinners. Love has come. Behold the awaited one. Draw near as we wait upon the break of dawn. The rising sun. Messiah has come. On this holy night, Christ has come. Christ has come.
Dark will surrender to glorious light.
Down in precious love, born to redeem mankind, sweet child divine, sleeping in the strong. Messiah has come. Messiah has come. On this holy night, Christ has come.
Christ has come. Dark will surrender to glorious light. Adorning in His humble place, awaiting at His face. The angels fill the sky with songs of praise.
On this holy night, a candle is burning bright. In Bethlehem, peace on earth, goodwill to men. Hope for sinners. Oh, love has come. Behold the Draw near as we wait upon the break of dawn, the rising sun.
Messiah has come. Let us make room in our hearts. On this holy night, Christ has come. Let us rejoice, for the dark will surrender to glorious light. He has come. Let us make room in our hearts. On this holy night, Christ has come. Let us rejoice, for the dark will surrender to glorious light. For the dark will surrender to glorious light. For the dark will surrender to glorious light. He has come. Christ the Lord has
But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which were just as they had been told.
While we wait for a few moments to pass in the Beetle household, grab those cards that I told you about earlier in the program. We'll take a look at them briefly, and then we'll finish tonight's performance. These cards are really important to us for a number of different reasons. In the first place, it's the way that we know that you were here. It's interesting, we've been doing this for 23 years, and yet every single performance, there are people who have seen a living Christmas tree for the very first time. The only way that we will know that is if you tell us by filling out these cards. There's also a place for you to put comments. If you want to say thanks, you can do that. But any comment that you put there will be taken seriously, and it helps us to do a better job the next performance. That would be greatly appreciated. There's also a way for you to tell us how you first heard about the living Christmas tree, and it helps us to know how to advertise next year. So, as I say, we deeply appreciate it if you'd fill these cards out. We're going to have men and women coming down the aisle and handing out baskets where you can put those cards inside in just a few moments. But there's also something that we can do for you with these cards. There are 4 places where you can request information from us, and we will be very quick at getting you the information you request. The first box says, I'd like to know more information about how I can have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. That's what this story is about. It's why this story has lasted 2,000 years, and hundreds of millions of people around the world have given their life to follow this Christ. If you'd like to know more about having a relationship with him, mark that card and we'll send you the appropriate information. There's also a place on there where you can ask information about our celebration services. This coming Sunday at 9:30 and at 11 o'clock, more than 1,000 of us will gather here in this room, and we'll be singing hymns and praising God and thanking him for what he's done and learning from the scripture how we can do life better. If you'd like to have a church home of your own and you don't have one, we'd love to have you at Grant, and if you need more information about that, mark the card and we'll get you the information. There's a third card that asks for information about our small group ministry. You may not realize it, but perhaps in the neighborhood where you come from, there's a group of Grant Memorial people who meet in a home, who meet around an open Bible and share life together. These small groups are all across the city, and you could be a part of one if you'd like. We'll give you information on how you can do that if you just mark that card. We've also discovered that sometimes life can throw us a curve. We get ourselves in situations that we are not quite sure how to get out of. Sometimes things happen, and we have to try to deal with them, and sometimes doing it alone is difficult. That's why our support group ministries are there for you. Whether it's a grief or loss, or you're going through a divorce, or maybe you're suffering with an addiction, there are people who will meet together and help one another move through those difficulties and move ahead. Those people aren't going to condemn you. They have suffered similar difficulties, and they can help you unravel the knots that life sometimes ties together, and do it in a Christ-focused way. If you would like more information about those support groups, mark that card. We'll get you the information as quickly as we can. Well, as I mentioned, men and women are coming down the aisle, and we'll leave the house lights up in this next song so you can fill those cards out. If the basket passes you by and you haven't completed the card, at each of the exit doors there will be a basket, and you can place those cards there. Again, thanks so much for coming. I think you're going to enjoy this last few scenes. And would you do us a favor? Please do not leave your seats until the choir has completely exited the tree. And now, the conclusion of A Perfect Christmas.
Christmas Eve, 2 a.m., heavy snow is falling down, and the streets, clothed in white, echo songs that were sung by candlelight. We're alive, we can breathe, but do we really care for this world in need? There's a choice we must make each and every day. So close your eyes and share the dream. Let everyone on earth believe. The child was born, the stars shone bright, and love came down at Christmas time. And love came down at Christmas time. Share the dream. Let everyone on earth believe. The child was born, the stars shone bright, and love came down at Christmas time. Love came born, the stars shone bright, and love came down at Christmas time, and love came down at Christmas
This is the most wonderful time of the year. I see joy and peace has replaced all your tears. There's comfort in knowing God has a plan for us all. Oh, the rich and the poor, the mighty and small. He is the love. He is the joy. It's not wrapped up in bright lights or shiny new toys. He is the hope, and He is the peace. He is Christmas. He is my hope, and He is my peace. This is Christmas.
Thank you, Pam,
For what?
for helping me see how lucky I am.
You know, I don't think luck has anything to do with it.
Yeah, you're right. I think we're blessed. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sweetie.
Greg, were you serious when you said maybe we could look for a church back home?
Yeah, I think so. No, I'd like to learn more. We need to make some changes in our life. I've spent so much of the last 10 years focused on my career. Well, I've missed out on a lot with you two guys. I hope you know that I love you both very much.
We love you. Thank you, Greg. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You know, you two have got a special kid here, and we've made a special bond, I think, and, well, I'm going to miss him.
I think he'll miss you too.
Thank
Hey,
you.
why don't you come down to Florida and visit us? I mean, you could stay with us. You know, Preston's always looking for someone to beat in a video game. And
I'd love to. Thank you.
that'd be okay.
You know, Bunny, I think we did pretty good. Didn't
We sure did.
You know, the Cleavers were not, but we love each other in our own very unique way. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
Mrs. Kovacs. Come in.
My books! Thank you.
I take it you need those. I got the letters that you wrote. Those were some really nice words in there.
I didn't put anything in those letters except please, pretty please, could I have my books back? You were actually a little rude.
It's been a long time since anybody's had the courage to even talk to me. Not that I've really given them any reason to. It's my own problem, I guess. Oh, yes? I brought you a fruitcake.
Oh, my. Thank you, Mrs. Kovacs. Welcome to our home, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, dear. Well, sure looks like you have a full house here, so I must be on my way.
Oh, don't be silly. Why don't you stay a while? We're going to sing some carols. We could use a nice voice to...
I don't mind if I do. There you go. So, where are those two hippie relatives of yours?
Hippies?
Oh, yes. You know, the ones that sit on your roof, day in, day out. I think I must have scared them the other day. But boys, they should not have been out playing hockey in front of my door during Oprah.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Well. You're quite the looker, aren't ya?
Oh, boy!
Honey, maybe we should start singing now.
Please.
Do I like singing?
Hark the
herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King, peace on earth and mercy.
And so, Aiden, my friend, it took a lot of work, but they finally figured out what a perfect Christmas really is.
This is great.
Hey, nice touch with Audrey's letters. Looks like Mrs. Kovacs was really impressed.
Well, what can I say? I'm nothing if not creative.
You know, I've been doing this for so long, centuries as measured here on Earth, and he never ceases to amaze me.
Truer words were never spoken, my friend. I'm so glad he decided to reassign me to Earth. I've never experienced anything quite like this.
I'm really glad to hear that, because I've recently received word that, well, that your training period is over.
Oh, yes! You mean
I'm now considered a full-fledged guardian angel?
Indeed. In fact, he was so impressed with your training, he's decided to give you a very special person for your first assignment. Merry Christmas.
Can't wait to see who it is. Mrs. Kovacs!
Yes, dear? No, boys, we need to talk about you playing hockey during Oprah. Hey, wait! Come back!
Excelsis Deo, glory be unto God on high. Gloria in excelsis Deo, peace on earth, goodwill to everyone. Gloria in excelsis Deo, glory be unto God on high. Gloria in excelsis Deo, peace on earth, glory be unto God on high. Gloria in excelsis Deo, peace on earth, goodwill to everyone. What shall you find in this cute little baby? This shall be the sign. That from before I hear a song. You shall find the child. After the angel delivered the message, music filled the sky. A glorious sound was heard all around, ringing through the night. Gloria in excelsis Deo. wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.